Shut up and sit down. Shut up and sit down.
That's how you steal a belt off my Did Jordy put on that, and did he wash it after? Stay tuned.
Shut up and sit down.
Tuesday night TalkDown. I have to agree with the judge, Mad Dog Marty Sugar. You guys are really, really talented pool guys. That ain't no joke. That's real from Blu Wilder. And thank you, Casey. Thank you for waking me up. And now, Red DeNero versus Blu Wilder. Red DeNero, I did my history research on you. I did my research on you. 5 years? 5 years of jiu-jitsu? You know what I was doing at 5 years old? When I was 5 years old, man, I took everything from this, from the cameras, to everything about professional wrestling. And you know what? I'm gonna teach you about that right now. Woo! How about that? How about... Right there, Blu Wilder is here to stay on Tuesday Night TalkDown. And I'm getting better and better now. On the mic and on the camera. And Red DeNero, peace be with you. You're really gonna need it against me now.
Hey Blu, what it do? It's your man Red DeNero if you didn't know already. And I'm here to tell you that because of our first names alone, we're destined to be rivals. Yeah, Red versus Blu. So many different examples of Red versus Blu, whether it be sports, politics, gang affiliations, etc., etc. Red versus Blu is always prevalent in the world, and they're always trading wins and losses, back and forth, back and forth. But that ain't gonna happen here. No. What's gonna happen here is Red is gonna dominate Blu into oblivion. Cause you see, Blu, your last name may be Wilder, but on the mic, you couldn't be milder. I have more charisma in my pinky finger than you do in your entire body. So when it comes to a game of talking, you have no chance in blue hell to beat the RED. Now I know you're the big dog up in the Arctic. And that just means that you're the leader of a very small pack. Down here the packs are much larger and you have to be much more aggressive to stay on top. The leaders have to be able to do anything to stay on top. Whether they beat the hell out of their friends, their foes, they will do anything. It's cutthroat. And that just means that I believe you would be the runt of the litter. And we might have to put you down. I'm sorry to be a little mean. The last thing I would want you to do is feel blue. See ya.
Johnny D. I know we've crossed paths many times over in Millennium Pro, as many newcomers in TalkDown have, but that's not what we're here to talk about today. Today we're here to talk about Casey Peake versus Johnny D. Now you, Johnny Dean, have been matched up against one of the best young talent in TalkDown this week. So with that being said, I know what you bring to the table, Johnny Dean, and the experience and the being well established in things like this, and I know what I bring to the table, being the young, strong, strapping young man that I am. So I think this will be a good battle, Johnny Dean, but if you think I'm going to let someone like you beat me, then you played yourself.
Hey guys, it's Johnny Dean. How you doing? Oh man, it's good to see you guys. Oh, it's been, what, a week? Oh, I can't bear to be without you guys here in TalkDown for a day, you know? Oh, it's good to see you, though. I've been lying in bed here thinking about you guys, and, oh man, I feel so much better now that we're back together, so. Let's talk about life. Let's talk about us. What's in the news? Let's see. We got Blue Jays baseball. They're in the postseason. Going to be awesome. German band Rammstein. I'm actually wearing their T-shirt here. Yeah, Dirkitim. Rammstein, very popular German band. They celebrated on Friday their 25th anniversary for the first album they released. Very cool. Fun fact about Rammstein, too, they actually sold out Madison Square Garden in 20 minutes back in 2010, so you gotta love that. Oh, what else? No, I guess that's it. Yeah, no, everything else has been pretty good. I've been pretty good, guys. You know, things have been good. I know we're in kind of difficult times right now, but, you know, things are all right, so loving life, as they say. Anyways, I apologize here. I've taken about a minute and a half of your time already. Haven't even talked about my opponent this week. I'm sorry. I just thought that's the way it worked here now in TalkDown. You could talk about somebody else for pretty much the whole time and it gets you to win, so goodness. Anyways, you know, it's okay, guys, though. I'm not mad. I'm not disappointed. Don't worry about it. I get it. It's Sleazy Steve, you know, like the big man says on TV, you know, he's got that marketable face. He's got the baby face, you know, he's young, he's innocent. We all love Steve. I get it. I get it. It's cool, guys. We don't understand Johnny Dean. I get it. We don't bother to listen to what he says. We're just worried about what's going on in the background. Totally cool, guys. Understand. Understand totally. So, for this week, for my match, best thing to do is I'll just tell you guys a joke, because I think we need a good pick-me-up these days in the world. Knock, knock. Who's there? Casey Peake. Casey Peake who? Exactly.
Johnny Dean sounds a little frustrated, but that's nothing compared to the frustrations that boiled over at the end of Live, Laugh, Lariat on September 26th at the Summerland Youth Center. After a controversial finish that saw Jordie Taylor retain the Big West television title in an impromptu triple threat match, Camaro Cope flipped out in a show of unsportsmanlike conduct never before seen from the Northern Nightmare. After refusing to take part in the post-show birthday party for Jordie Taylor, chaos ensued.
Well, hey, what's his problem? I don't know. Everybody seems to be
And just like that, Danny Deeds returns to Big West like he never took a break, finding himself right back in the television title hunt. We are back at the Summerland Youth Center for a special Sunday Stunday, our first Sunday showing in Summerland with a special 6 p.m. start time. Tickets will be available online as of October 1st. We will discuss more about this show, including your chance to choose who faces the Voros Twins later in the program. As one might expect, Ace Redmann Jr. was in no frame of mind to submit a promo this week, so Mr. Money Mark wins by forfeit. Let's hear from Mr. Mark nonetheless.
Hey there, Mr. Money Mark here. First off, to everybody that was in Summerland, my very first wrestling show ever, thank you very much. It was very entertaining and eye-opening. I'm glad my brother Uptown Brown long ago started investing my money into such an endeavor, sponsoring shows through MRBC 1858. However, something happened at the show, and that concerns you, Ace Redmann Jr. I'm glad you got injured. Yeah. On your way into the ring, right there at the start of the show, out to interrupt things, you hit me with a chair. When I told you about it later on in the evening, all you did was turn your back, walk away like, who gives a care? Well, guess what? I care. Now, I'm not a wrestler. Anybody could see that. Look at them weak arms. Anyways, I have money and lots of it. And I'm not a manager either. But I know a lot of tough guys that'd be glad to take you out. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to spread some money around. Anybody that takes you out gets some of it. And when I beat you here Tuesday night, here's something I promise you. I'll make a donation to a charity everybody will agree with. You can bank on that.
The host with the almost, Lance Skullz. Lance, last week, I heard you call out my name not once, but twice in your promo against Zilla. And now here we are this week going one-on-one. Well, Lance, welcome to my world. You may talk a big game, and you may rhyme some fancy rhymes, but everyone here knows when push comes to shove, Lance Skullz just can't get it done. You see, Skullz, we both want the same thing. We both want the Internet Championship, but there is a difference between you and I. There is a difference between our rises to the top. You had your chance at the title, but you pissed it away, whereas my opportunity to put the family in its place was taken from me. But there is one thing that you got right, Mr. Skullz. I am a winner. I am the winner, and that is exactly why the DWO recruited Dylan Murphy. Unlike you, Lance, who had to suckle at the teat of Todd Quality to get some type of notoriety. So don't come in here this week and sit on your little couch with your stupid skull cane and act all high and mighty. You might want to come back down to reality, Mr. Delusional, because trust me when I say you really aren't that big of a deal. And Lance, I have a piece of advice for you. Next time, keep my name out of your filthy mouth.
Shut up and sit down.
The world order.
Yow. Dylan Murphy, newest member of the DWO. Some guy from M-Pro trying to impress me with his record. Cool. Good luck with that. Good luck. We've met before. We have. Spoiler. Now, and see, your promo cutting, it's on par with your play-by-play. Mine has gotten astronomically better since last we met, because you see, with the world on end, I've kind of made something of myself here in Big West Wrestling's Tuesday Night TalkDown. My promos lead places. They lead to matches, they sell out venues, and they sell more merchandise without being on the card than anybody else. And I took it to Zilla, and we went to war. Do you think I have any problem taking it to you?
the bag boy of the DWO? No, I don't. I don't have a problem with it.
You know what, fans? Lance Skullz and I rarely ever see eye to eye. Usually because he's wearing those shady glasses, because he's one shady dude. But these top quality shirts are spicy. Grab one if you can. There's a link on our YouTube page so you can find one.
Good and great competitors are two very different things, and most people don't understand that, because a good competitor can win and win and win and have titles flock to them like flies at a picnic, but it means nothing in the end. And a great competitor can win, but when they lose, they pick themselves off the ground like nobody else. They brush the dirt off their shoulders and they move forth. It's just like pretty and ugly. Most people would look at me and see an ugly wrestler, and that's why I hide my face behind the paint. But it's not that at all. See, I could be ugly. I could sit here and blame the fans for the reason I'm not holding the internet title. I could say that even though the judges every single week have chosen me, the fans have chose a very different monster. But it's not like that. Because I'm en route to make myself pretty, to make myself a great competitor, and to do so I have to face what I would argue is the greatest competitor in Tuesday Night TalkDown, Eskimofo. Eskimofo, you might not have the titles or the win-loss records like anybody else, but I would say you are the greatest competitor, not because of your accomplishments, but because of the fact that you are willing to bring yourself to the ring and challenge people. The fact that you are willing to use muscle instead of fan persuasion to get yourself ahead. You're willing to do everything it takes, no matter how hard a loss, no matter how hard the criticism. You move forth every single time, and I respect that. But that means beating you is my next step to being the one, the great competitor like that. Eskimofo, it's not going to be pretty. But under the surface, most things really aren't. Once again, it's time to show why I am undisputed. Oh, and just insider, if your offer to join the family still stands, I don't mind pulling my seat up at the table. Do not stray.
If you can tell, I'm not in the best week ever of my life here, Big West, and it's because I don't have a title belt draped over my shoulder. TAW Up All Night did not go as planned for me. But what will go as planned is this week's demolition and absolute destruction of the Devil's Advocate. Listen here, buddy. You are an absolute fool if you think you're gonna beat me. If you think I'm scared of the occult, if you think your Ouija boards are gonna faze me, if you think that face paint has me scared, you're wrong. Your pictures on your wall, nothing scares me, Advocate. I've looked at devils scarier than you in the face, walked away from those fights, and I will definitely have my way with you. So please, Advocate, bring me everything you got. Light the candles, bring it all. Because at the end of this, I am gonna get my hand raised, and I am on my way to that title shot, baby. Coming to you, Big West. I feel like too many of you are comfortable with the fact that I don't live close to you, that I'm so high up in the Arctic that you can say what you want to me without repercussions. But that all changes, because this October, the Eskimofo is coming. I'm going to be in the Okanagan. And if anybody's worried that I'm bringing a sickness with me, I've got a mask. See you then.
just getting camera ready. Straightener. Hairbrush. Sure you haven't heard of them, Zilla. You can't even wash your hair before a promo. You gotta start small, you know. Maybe you'll work your way up. But anyways, I've got nothing against you. You're good with your words. You're great with your editing skills. But you like to call people out, like to poke the bear. Why? I don't know. Attention? The DWO not getting you enough? Either way, all I've got to tell you is this. Big West Wrestling's got a clown and Zilla is his name. O-Z-I-L-L-A, Z-I-L-L-A, Z-I-L-L-A, and Zilla was his name. Oh.
Okay, so that's 20 Jordan, 50 to Josh. Yeah, no, I know the rate went up, man. That's because you owed me $20 when you died. Oh, hey. Sorry, man. Just hanging out with the old boys, the cold ones, the dearly departed. And it's funny, Skye, your name actually came up when I was having a conversation. It seems from this dimension looking in, you got quite a little bit of sway with the dark side, quite a little bit of pull with the boys dressed in black. But according to them, they don't even know your name. In fact, according to them, they know what people like you are truly, truly scared of. And no, it's not demons and bugs and the things that go bump in the night. No, no, no. What scares Skye is everyday people like Zilla. What scares Skye is people who know seeing is believing. And Skye, I'm not believing what I'm seeing. I'm not believing how every promo you cut gets better and better. I'm not believing how every opponent you face runs scared with their tail between their legs. No, Skye. What I'm not believing even more than all of that is that I'm more afraid of you than you are of me. Because you see, Skye, you're just like a big, scary, venomous spider. I'm a very easy target if I'm asleep or unsuspecting. But Skye, I'm putting my boots on and I'm gonna squash the spider. So for once, you sleep with your lights on. I'll be waiting.
Was it just me, or did you notice that Zilla's promo didn't have the DWO logos? Did I get to the DWO last week when I mentioned how Kojay totally dissed all of his DWO allies and horribly ranked them in last week's Throwdown? Is Zilla finally seeing the light? Dylan Murphy, are you next? Take those glasses off. Use your eyes. And now it is time for the Voros VoteDown. We've got 12 competitors for you to choose from. Clockwise from the top left, we have Beef Boy, Haviko, Chucky D. Ray, Todd Quality with his manager Lance Skullz, Miles DeVille, Draven Andrews, Eli Surge, Ace Redmann Jr., Malik Mello, Marty Sugar, Sebastian Wolf, and Camaro Cope. Tonight, pick your top 4 to advance. The order isn't important, just pick 4 of the 12. The top 8 will move on to Thursday night for the next round of voting. You viewers alone are in charge of deciding which 2 Big West competitors go on to Sunday Stunday to face the Voros Twins, who recently made waves on the National.
You're the twins from that meme.
Who painted the Mona Lisa? Mona Lisa. Yeah. Da Vinci?
Yo, we're the Voros Twins, and this is Patrick. This is Chris, and we're from Surrey, British Columbia, Canada. We see our faces everywhere, and it's huge. It's all over TikTok, Twitter, Instagram. We barely left our house, and the few times we left our house, we got recognized.
Their surprise faces and that moment even making it onto late night television.
Oh my dwarfs. Da Vinci?
One of my buttons. Listen now.
But for the Voros Twins, this viral video was about more than just making strangers laugh online. They also had a loved one in mind, their dad who's going through a hard time.
So basically, throughout our whole lives, people were like, everyone knows someone that has cancer, and we were like, oh, we're lucky, it was never us. Dad got diagnosed with lung cancer, and he's going through the treatments right now, but it's good. He's doing good overall, just low energy and things like that. On Facebook, he's always like, give me more content to post. What are we posting today? We're glad to put a smile on so many people's faces, and it's continuing to do so.
You know the difference between you and me, at least one difference is, you don't have Meg, our lineup editor, in your ear laughing hysterically through that entire piece. She just loves it, and so do millions more. Also, I don't understand what goes viral and what doesn't.
Do not forget that the only way to have your vote count is to fill out a ballot completely by picking a winner or draw for every match in the comment section of wherever you are watching this video. Plus, we need your 4 picks for the Voros VoteDown. The deadline to vote is Wednesday, September 30th at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Do not be late! Can you believe September is almost over? Someone needs to remember to wake up Billy Joe Armstrong on Thursday. Meanwhile, this week's Throwdown will not only have results of your voting, but will see the entire Summerland saga of Beef Boy and Mercury play out for your enjoyment. See you then!
See it.